Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is LighthouseAly, and here on my channel, Lighthouse Journey, I share with you my own personal stories from different aspects of my spiritual awakening, my self-development, and my holistic wellness adventures. In today's video, I want to briefly touch on the subject of jealousy when it comes to open and polyamorous relationships. I have started to learn more about polyamory a little bit over a year ago, and for me it has been a very interesting journey, and the most important aspects that I have taken away from this entire exploration is learning how to love myself and how to become really confident in who I am as a person and as a partner, to truly know and trust that I am worthy and I am enough and I am lovable no matter what happens in other relationships with my partner. One of the biggest emotional things that come up for couples who are learning the concepts of polyamory and dating other people and opening up their relationships to other lovers is the idea of dealing with jealousy. Jealousy is a very low vibrational and a very toxic emotion. When not handled properly, can really spiral somebody into a very dark place with a lot of disharmony and discomfort. For the longest time in my life, I have never experienced jealousy. Prior to about a year ago, I have always been in monogamous relationships, and I have always been very comfortable in my relationships. There was never really energy of jealousy present until I started experiencing it in my polyamorous dynamic just a few months ago. My partner and I have been on and off in an open poly dynamic, and I have not experienced jealousy with him till about a couple months ago when he met a girl with whom he found a connection. It was very interesting to watch my own internal turmoil during that time because there was a lot of uncertainty happening for us. Since me and him were not in any official space as far as our relationship goes, it has always been very casual and very open. Technically, nobody was very grounded in any foundation of a solid partnership. So when this new woman came into his reality, I started to notice different things that were coming up, and those things were jealousy, of course, and then things like lack of trust, and also desire for being part of that relationship, even though I knew that this other woman did not want to be joining into our relationship with my partner. So as I was dealing with my own insecurities and with all of these feelings, I really took a lot of time to go inward in my sacred meditation practice and journal out all these feelings that were coming up for me. And the biggest thing that I can say that has came up for me is the feelings of not being good enough and not being worthy. I am somebody who really loves to dive deep into the shadow work, into the inner workings of our mind, and figuring out why I am feeling the way I am feeling and where is the root of that cause. The most helpful part during this entire process was the open and honest communication that my partner and I were able to have. I have to be very grateful for him for being very steady in his energy and his presence and in his communication with me to really help me ground into understanding that there was nothing as far as competition goes between me and this other woman. So even though he was being very supportive during this time, the work was still up for me. And the biggest thing that really helped me in moving out of jealousy and into happiness and contentment was to really checking in with myself and understanding that I am my own unique individual and there's nobody else out there just like me. In order to build strong self-confidence, we have to understand that we need to embody our highest and greatest expression, and knowing that we are doing the best we can with what we know in any given moment. That awareness allows you to drop into a deep inner state of peace and contentment, knowing that no matter what happens, that you did your best and that universe always has a plan for each and every one of us. No matter what happens on the outside, it is very essential to keep your own balance and harmony from within so that that energy can resonate outwards into your outer life and your relationships. So although in the beginning, when this new woman has entered into his life, we have experienced a lot of disconnect, a lot of arguments and conflict, long-term benefits I will be honest about is that it has actually brought us closer together. My ability to work through my jealousy has allowed me to become more confident in myself as an individual and also as a lover in my open relationship. The connection between my partner and I has deepened as we were able to become really vulnerable with each other. I was able to honestly express my fears and worries to him, and he was so grounded and supported to hold space for me as I was able to really share my heart with him. Communication is a very important part of any relationship, and it's important to be able to express yourself honestly with your partner whenever you are feeling any sort of disconnection. One of the crucial elements of working through jealousy is being able to share your thoughts and feelings, concerns, and worries with your partner. And hopefully you have a partner who's open and receptive enough to hold space for you as you are entering into these vulnerable waters of your feelings and emotions. My biggest advice for anybody who is experiencing jealousy, whether you are in a monogamous relationship or in poly-open dynamic, is to really check in with yourself and ask yourself, who are you? And are you doing the best you can in any given moment? You see, our confidence comes from within ourselves. Security and trust and energy of worthiness only comes from within yourself when you establish a solid relationship with who you are and knowing and trusting that you are the best version of yourself and there's nobody else like you. It's a very beautiful journey of growth and transformation and healing, and it allows you to really get to know yourself. It allows you to look deep into your shadows and really acknowledge places within that are searching for more love. Anytime you're feeling out of alignment with yourself and in your relationship, it's an opportunity for you to go inside and ask yourself, where in your life can you give yourself a little more love, a little more acknowledgement, a little more appreciation? And when you do that, you'll find that with time, you'll find more ease, flow, and grace start to open up. And there's going to be a lot more harmony present in your relationship with yourself, which will ultimately resonate into your relationship with your other partners. So trust and know that jealousy is just a small aspect of exploring different types of dynamics of relationships. It's a beautiful opportunity for you to dive deep into yourself and discover the beauty of who you really are.